Hey everyone! So, if you are even thinking about spending your hard-earned money on a Pistol Caliber Carbine this year, just stop. Wait. You need to see what's coming out of SHOT Show 2026 first. I'm serious. We just got the inside scoop on 10 new PCCs that are about to completely change the game. We're talking roller-delayed guns that weigh less than 4 pounds, integrally suppressed platforms designed from the ground up for quiet, and folders that you can actually fit in a laptop bag. Right now, only a handful of people in the industry know this stuff is coming. By the time everyone else sees them on the show floor in January, the backorder lists will be a mile long. So today, we're breaking down all 10. We're going to look at them by category, from the budget-friendly workhorses to the absolute bleeding edge of engineering. And I've saved the best for last. The one gun that I think finally fixes the biggest problem that has plagued PCCs from the very beginning. Let's get started. All right, let's kick things off with the guns that offer incredible value and bring modern features to a price point most of us can actually afford. And we have to start with the one I know you're going to have an opinion on. The Hi-Point 995P. Yeah, I said it. Hi-Point is on the list. Before you click away, just hear me out because the haters are missing the point on this one. The 995P is Hi-Point's answer to everyone who said they couldn't make a compact modern carbine. We're looking at a 13.25-inch barrel, simple direct blowback action, and a weight of just 6.1 pounds. That's lighter than a lot of budget ARs. And it now accepts a buffer tube, so you can throw on your favorite brace or stock. But here's the kicker. It has a threaded half-28 muzzle right from the factory. This thing is suppressor-ready out of the box for under $300. Look, nobody is saying this is an MPX. It's not trying to be. This is the PCC you buy for your truck, for plinking on the ranch, or to have as a loaner gun you're not terrified to scratch. It's got ghost ring sights, a full-length Picatinny rail, and that legendary lifetime warranty that has outlasted companies charging 3 times as much. While everyone else is jacking up their prices, Hi-Point is delivering exactly what they promise. So, for you, is this just a range toy, or could you trust it for more? Okay, so maybe you want something a bit more refined, with ergonomics you're already used to. That brings us to the PSA Jackal 9. Palmetto State Armory basically just looked at the AR platform PCC market and decided to make everything else look a little obsolete. You get a 6.5-inch barrel with a 110 twist in a monolithic 60-65 upper that feels like it was machined from a solid block of steel. The whole setup with the triangle brace is only 5.8 pounds, which is lighter than most Scorpion builds. Now here's the part that's going to divide people. It uses CZ Scorpion magazines, not Glock mags. I know, but man, those 35-rounders just run and run. What PSA absolutely nailed are the details. The ambidextrous side charging handle is reversible and nicely knurled for use with gloves or wet hands. And their EPT trigger is way better than the gritty factory triggers you usually find in this price range. Best of all, it's built on that Jackal upper, which means it's compatible with any standard AR-15 lower. Your triggers, your grips, your stocks, they all just became Jackal 9 accessories. For around $850 to $1,000, you're getting Scorpion reliability in a much more ergonomic AR package. So what do you think? Is the CZ mag a deal-breaker for you, or is it a feature? Next up, let's look at 2 guns built for very specific people, for very specific jobs. These aren't for everybody, but if you're the target market, you're going to love them. First, for the retro guys, we have the H&R DOE from PSA. This is for anyone who loves the aesthetic of the Cold War. This is a faithful semi-auto reproduction of the Colt 633 SMG that the Department of Energy used to guard nuclear facilities back in the 80s. It's not just a wall hanger either. You get a 7.5-inch barrel, a direct blowback system that feeds from classic Colt pattern stick mags, and all the retro vibes. The fixed A1 carry handle, the triangular handguards. It's perfect. But they did add one modern touch, a 5/8 by 24 threaded barrel, so you can run your modern suppressors on it. This is a piece of history you can actually take to the range and enjoy. The fixed carry handle means you'll need a riser mount for a red dot, which isn't perfect, but that's not the point. The point is having an AR-9 that doesn't look like every other gun on the line. Are you in for the retro look? Now let's go from retro cool to modern covert. This is the B&T KH-9 SD. When SOCOM needs a suppressed 9mm, they call a company like B&T. And this is the kind of thing they build. Only 400 of these were ever made for a special contract, so seeing them at SHOT Show means you're looking at pure allocation warfare. This is a purpose-built suppressed system. It has a 4.3-inch ported barrel with an integral B&T suppressor that tucks perfectly under the handguard. Why does that matter? Because instead of hanging a heavy can off the end of your barrel and ruining the balance, the suppression is built into the gun. The porting is tuned specifically for subsonic 9mm to make it movie quiet. The whole package is just 4.8 pounds. It takes B&T's mags, but with an adapter, it will also run old-school Finnish Suomi coffin mags, which is just awesome. This is Swiss engineering at its finest. If you need the quietest, most compact package possible and money is no object, this is it. Would you pay B&T prices for this level of performance? All right, now we're getting into the wild stuff. These are the guns that are pushing the boundaries of what a PCC can even be. First, the gun that answers the question, why not just carry a pistol? This is the ZEV Technologies and Magpul FDP-9. Get this, 3.25 pounds. Let that sink in. My Ruger Mark IV is heavier than that. It has a 7.1-inch barrel, but here's the magic trick. It folds down to just 10.75 inches long. You can put this in a normal messenger bag, and no one would ever know. It's built on ZEV's proven OZ9 operating system, which is basically a highly refined Glock action that has been torture tested by competition shooters and agencies for years. That means it takes the Glock mags you already own, from standard 17-rounders to 50-round drums. The folding mechanism is solid, tool-free, and holds its zero when you deploy it. For a truck gun, a backpack gun, or just discreet transport, there is absolutely nothing else that combines this size, this weight, and Glock's legendary reliability. But tell me, how much shootability are you willing to sacrifice for a gun this light? Next up, what if you want more power? Like, a lot more power. Say hello to the Strebog SP45A3 and SP10A3. Grand Power just decided 9mm wasn't enough. They've taken their proven roller-delayed Strebog platform and scaled it up for 45 ACP and the mighty 10mm. Both have 8-inch threaded barrels. The 45 feeds from 20-round UMP-style mags, and the 10mm uses its own 20-rounders. Here's why this is a big deal. 10mm out of an 8-inch barrel is pushing over 600 foot-pounds of energy. That's getting into .357 Magnum carbine territory. The roller-delayed system is key here. It tames what would be some seriously harsh recoil into something manageable. They both have non-reciprocating charging handles, M-lock, Picatinny, all the modern features you'd expect. If you want true big-bore energy in a PCC package for hunting or defense, this is the new standard. So, which one calls to you, the 45 or the 10mm? And finally in this category, we have something truly different. The Nemo Arms Mongoose. This is what happens when engineers stop asking, how cheap can we make it? And start asking, how good can we make it? It's got a 5.8-inch barrel and weighs only 3.6 pounds. But the operating system is what's crazy. It's not blowback. It's not even delayed blowback. It's a true short recoil system, just like you'd find in a high-end Benelli shotgun. The result is way less reciprocating mass, which means faster follow-up shots and less muzzle rise. In fact, it has an integrated front cap compensator, so muzzle rise is practically non-existent. It folds down to under 14 inches and uses Scorpion mags. For a PCC competition shooter where every split second counts, or for someone who needs a gun that disappears in a vehicle but shoots like a full-size carbine, the Mongoose is a serious contender. Is that weight savings and unique action worth the price tag to you? For years, if you wanted that buttery smooth roller-delayed action, you had two choices. Find a real H&K or spend a fortune on a high-end clone. But that's all changing. First, look at the Matador Arms MAT-9. This is the gun that brings true roller-delayed blowback to the masses. No buffer tube, non-reciprocating side charger, and a 5.5-inch nitrided barrel. But here's the game changer. The upper drops onto any standard AR-15 lower. You can run Glock mags, MP5 mags, whatever you have. That soft recoil impulse from the roller delay means faster split times and less felt snap, especially with hot +P defensive loads. This is MP5 smoothness in an AR footprint. Then you have Zenith with the ZF-56. They took their roller delay expertise and asked, what else can we do? The answer is a platform that will eventually come in 9mm, 10mm, 300 blackout, and even 7.62x39. It's got a longer 12-inch barrel, lock, and a last-round bolt hold open, fixing one of the MP5's biggest complaints. This is an American-made, multi-caliber system with that legendary roller-delayed reliability. If you want one platform that can do it all by just swapping uppers, this is it. Which caliber would you build first? And that brings us to number 1. The gun that I believe solves the PCC puzzle. The Angstadt Arms MDP-9 Gen 2. Just listen to this combination. Roller-delayed blowback, no buffer tube. It takes Glock magazines, and it drops onto any AR-15 lower, all in a package that's 14 inches long and weighs 3.7 pounds. No one else has managed to check all of those boxes in one gun. It's got a 5.85-inch barrel and Angstadt's incredible EMT-9 PCC trigger. But here's the most important part. They fixed everything people complained about with the Gen 1. The reliability issues? Gone. We've heard reports of over 1,000 rounds of mixed ammo with zero malfunctions. The bolt lockup problems? Fixed with a redesigned roller cam system. This is the roller delay PCC you can feed with mags you already own, build on a lower you already have, and actually trust when it counts. It's light enough for competition, small enough for a vehicle, and has the smooth-shooting roller-delayed action that lets you stack shots faster than your straight blowback competition. If you want the one do-it-all PCC that finally gets everything right, this is it. The new king for 2026. So what's your pick? SHOT Show 2026 proved that PCCs aren't just the budget option anymore. They are specialized tools that can do things a 5.56 rifle just can't. The Angstadt MDP-9 Gen 2 earned that top spot by giving us everything we've been asking for since the MP5 went mainstream: roller delay smoothness, Glock mag convenience, and AR modularity. But honestly, every single gun on this list is pushing the market forward in its own way. Which one are you most excited to get your hands on? Did the High Point make you angry, or was the B&T more your speed? Drop your own rankings down in the comments. And if I missed a big announcement, let me know what you would have added to this list. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss our full range reviews once these start shipping out. Up next, we're covering all the new pistols from SHOT Show, from micro compacts to duty guns. I'll see you there.